Right, recording. So good morning and hi guys. Welcome to my channel. I'm back with a new video, and you guys are requesting me to check out a video called Andrew Tate Destroys Feminists. Oh my god, I know this is gonna be entertaining. So I'm not gonna ramble. Let's get straight into the video. It says she was stunned. Right, you guys, let's see. Andrew Tate's foot soldiers incoming in 3, 2, 1.
There has not been in the
Relax.
history of humanity, across any culture, any book, any story, any fable, there has never been across the history of humanity any respect put on the name of a promiscuous female ever. Ever. You name the biggest conquerors that you can possibly name from history. Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, all of them. They all had 100 wives, bunch of children, big G, conquered the world. Normal. That is normal evolutionary biology. That's how men are designed to be. There's never been a single female who's been celebrated for her promiscuity ever in history. It's always been frowned upon and disgusting. So yes, we are completely and utterly different. Yes, it's different if a woman cheats on a man. And if a man is at a complete top level of his life and ticks every single box, and if he decides to be loyal, which some do, and I can be loyal, and I have been loyal, but there's also times in my life where I think, fuck it, I don't want to be, and get a new girlfriend every single day of the week. I can do that, and I can decide to do that. If a woman decides to do the same, purely because her value is high enough to attract so many males, because she's beautiful, for example, it is completely different. And I'm going to explain to you why it's completely different, so buckle up. It's different. It's different. It's different. Well, I'll tell you why. It is impossible for a female to be promiscuous on a long enough period of time without devaluing herself, because she is fucking people she shouldn't be fucking. There's no way she is sleeping with endless men, and all of them are either high-value men or treating her the way she should be treated. If you find a woman who slept with 50, 100 dudes, she's either fucking dudes which aren't at her level or haven't worked hard enough to try and get the pussy. She was just too drunk to realize he's a loser who plays video games. Or she's
So they talking about like level and stuff like that. Is that how we ranking each other, like to find a partner? Like, are you on my level? Like, what happened to like get to know someone? Like, don't look at like what they got. Like, see what kind of person it is that you're gonna be with. No. Oh, okay.
fucking a top G who barely texts her back. So either way, she's fucking dude she shouldn't be fucking, or a guy who's at the level who doesn't give her the right amount of attention. For a woman to find a guy who's truly on a level, who truly treats her the way she should be treated, that's once every couple years, if that. You ain't just gonna go out there fucking a new dude every week and say, yeah, he's worth pussy. Yeah, he treats me good enough to get my pussy. Da da da. And you know what's funny about the universe?
What is that?
It's actually beautiful about the universe because it's equal and opposite forces. When you devalue yourself, it's kind of like men can smell it on you. They can just look at a bitch and go, oh. And that's the way it works. So you have to be very careful as a female and sit and go, does this man truly deserve to fuck me? And if you think about it, the answer 99% of the time, especially if you're promiscuous, is no. So when a woman is sleeping around with all these men, she's devaluing herself. She's devaluing herself, and the world knows, God knows, the universe knows. When a man does it, he doesn't devalue himself at all. That's just the way it works.
Can I ask you a question? Wait, Esther, 1 second. Sir, may I ask you a question? What would you say if a woman now is married to 2 men?
Haram.
Why?
No, I'll tell you why.
This guy like built his whole success off of like, if we're gonna talk haram or whatever, like, and then he converted once he made it. Like, it's like convenient.
About this. What is the difference between a man, let's say me, I have 4 wives, right? What's the difference between a man having 4 wives and a woman having 4 men?
You can impregnate the 4 wives at the same time.
You can impregnate the 4 wives at the same time, and we know who the parents are, right? So let's say you had 4 pregnancies, you know who the mother is because she's carrying the baby, and you know who the dad is, top G. If you had a woman with 4 men and she gets pregnant, who's the parents?
What about if...
But no, I'm asking.
Okay,
do you know?
I ask, what if they're different races? One white, one black.
You don't know.
Answer the question.
You don't know. Now, modern science can come along and maybe fix that for you, but that doesn't mean it's not wrong in the eyes of God. The idea of having a family, the idea of a child being born, one of the baselines for a new life to come onto this planet is for at least to understand who the 2 people who made it are, at least. If you have a woman fucking 4 dudes, you don't even know who got her pregnant.
So may I just say...
disgusting.
Wait,
Have you seen the twins that had 2 different dads?
Oh yeah, I saw that. May I just say something then? So if that is the case, yeah, if the one thing that you're meant to have is you, at least you know who the 2 people that put that child on earth are, then that's why promiscuity for men is also a problem, because they get women pregnant. Sometimes they don't even know they have children. That's haram, no?
No, it's completely different. It's different because you have to understand, I'm talking about humans. You have to look at humans from a societal perspective, but society has changed, right? So let's say 200-300 years ago, if a woman got pregnant,
Like, you do not have to be religious to have morals. Like, they're talking about like, can they like talk about it without like bringing in like religion.
She needed a man to survive. If that man didn't take care of her during pregnancy, she was going to die. She couldn't work a job. She couldn't hunt, couldn't fish, whatever, right? A woman literally needed that man for survival. So if you were to come to me and say I'm pregnant, but you've been fucked by 4 different dudes, I'd be like, who says it's mine? Why am I looking after you? None of them want to look after her. She will literally perish. This is why in most of the world today, still today, virginity is so coveted, and throughout all of history it's been so coveted, because that's the only way to ensure paternity. She's a virgin, I know that's my baby. She ain't a virgin, prove it's mine. Outside of this modern science bullshit, Shaitan, the devil we have here in the West, in most of the world today, without virginity or at least a low body count or at least anti-promiscuity, you can't tell that that's your baby.
Like in the West, women have like the thing with the West is for women to have the freedom to decide over their own bodies and do whatever they want. And it's typical that people that are from the West, like him, like growing up here, benefiting from the Western society. And then, obviously, when you have benefited everything from it, you're going to talk down on it. Like, I will listen to you if you think that it's so bad to be here. Denounce your citizenship, give up your passport, and move to whatever place that you are raising up to say that that's better. Then I will, like, take your words and see that what you're saying, that you're standing for it. But other than that, it's just words. People just talking.
Baby. So it's a completely different thing. You're looking at the idea of a woman being pregnant and coming to a group of men and saying, one of you has to take care of me and put up with me when I'm fat and moody and annoying and I need my bills paid. And all the men are going to sit there and go, no, fuck no, prove it's mine. You can't prove it, bounce. Where it's different. If I get 4 women pregnant, we know the deal.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So obviously back then for survival, women needed a man. Otherwise, when they were pregnant, they could die and all of these things, they would perish. In today's society, given evolution, given the fact that as women we can go and get...
Men.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that. Isn't there a glitch between what is actually happening and the nature of what we have in our bodies? I think that's probably the conflict that we're having right now.
Glitch in what way?
Glitch
in the sense that women don't feel like they need men in the most physical sense, perhaps
that's
like
right.
naturally.
It's very interesting. Women don't feel like they need men in a physical sense because life is soft, but it's bullshit, and it's bullshit because you still need men by proxy. 1, and 2, the second life gets difficult. You very quickly learn how much you need men. But women will go, I'm independent. I don't need no man because I have an OnlyFans and men. My OnlyFans, and if anyone comes up to me, I'll call a male police officer. I don't need men. Shut up, you fucking idiot. Of course you do. You just named your whole life is based on fucking men. The road you're driving on was paved by a man. The house you're living in was built by a man. The car you're driving was designed by a man. Your whole life depends on men. And the second anything bad were to happen to you, the second you were physically threatened, or times were to get hard, or war were to start, or famine, or riots, the first thing you do is find a big strong man, shit yourself, and throw the feminism out the window. Feminism goes out the fucking window the second that the snow needs shoveling, or there's a fucking broken down car, or the tire needs changing. Then all that crap vanishes. It's garbage. And this is the very interesting thing. I'll make a point here, which is going to get me canceled again, but I don't give a fuck. But this is the point. Feminism in and of itself can't be defended. The point of an idea is that it can be defended by the people who believe in it. This has been the whole point of war since the dawn of time. It doesn't matter if it was the Christians against the Hindus. It doesn't matter if it was the Germans against the French. There were people who had ideas and ideologies, and they're prepared to fight each other to defend their ideology. Feminism is an ideology which cannot be defended by feminists. The only people who could defend feminism are the men who subscribe to the garbage. If all the feminists were to get in a line and say, we want feminism, and the conservative men were to get in a line, you would learn very quickly it's bullshit. I had a friend in Afghanistan when Taliban kicked America out. And he told me the Americans were telling the girls they could go to school. So they built all these girls' schools, and they put the Afghanistani Defense Forces there, and they funded the Afghanistan Defense Forces to protect these schools. You had American satellites, you had night vision goggles. Taliban were afraid to attack. America leaves. Now you have Afghani Defense Forces. They're basically blind. They don't have satellites anymore. Don't have night vision, whatever. So now it's a real war. The men are standing next to this girls' school. The Taliban are coming. You're some dude. You're standing there, and you're looking at this girls' school going, I don't really give a fuck if girls go to school. Bounce. And you didn't fight. So that's why they all gave up and Taliban took over so quickly. And when I said this, the girls like, yeah, they should have fought for us, feminism. Why don't the women fight?
Can I ask?
Oh, wait, the women can't defend their own fucking idea. You need men to defend feminism. So that's why the whole thing is stupid. So the second men don't defend it, it just fails as a fucking ideology. It's garbage.
May I tell you something now? So this is the thing.
I feel for the women in Afghanistan. It's horrible.
It's when we assume that women perhaps don't have the physical or even mental ability to go to a war. Wait, because this is the thing. For example, in Ukraine, a lot of women took up arms. And in fact, I'm Angolan. I'm Angolan. Wait. I'm Angolan. And
Don't lie.
Listen.
to people at home.
Wait, don't worry. I'll talk about my
Nova, you
personal
wanna go to
story.
war? You wanna
No,
fight the
wait.
front
Let me
lines?
tell you. Let me tell you something. This is the thing. I think it's also really like silly to assume that, for example, a woman, because she didn't go to school, she'll not be as intelligent as a man. Therefore, naturally, a woman is not intelligent. No, it doesn't make sense. If we're now starting to normalize equality and we want to put everybody in the forefront, give a woman a
Who's
gun.
normalising equality?
Well, that's what people are wanting. Then that's
Okay,
the case.
debate
Let me
is
tell you,
this?
Who wants
Auntie.
to normalise
It's all over the
equality?
place.
People like who? Feminists.
What was
Who
the
else?
question?
I want. Well, actually, no equality. I want respect. That's really
Yeah,
what I
you
want.
Stopping you from getting respect.
No,
I mean, she is all over the place.
I get respect.
I
What's stopping
get
you from getting
respect. I get respect.
but
That's
you
what I
just
want.
said
That's
you
what I
want
like.
respect.
What I think is.
You don't even know what you want.
I'll tell you what I
You don't
want.
know what you want. You want
As a
equality,
woman, I
and you want
carry myself
respect.
differently. I actually hold the things that I have done in the fights that I fought. I hold it. That's why when you speak to me, I don't move different. I move different to many of the girls. That's why when you talk to me and you argue with me, I don't
don't
take
argue
it.
with
You do
I tell
sometimes.
you.
And
I
I'll
don't
tell you
argue.
something. A lot of women may have the accolades to be somebody, but they are uncomfortable to own that. And the reason why, then I would like to ask you, for example, I do need a man, for example, to procreate. But other than that, I'm quite strong, and I would find a way to protect myself differently. With that mentality, what would be the man that would be for me then?
Denava, what would you do if one of these security guards broke into your door?
What would I do? Okay, I'll tell
What would you do? What would
One,
you do? No, seriously, there's no guns here.
She's a feminist.
I'll
She's a
tell you.
feminist.
No, I'm not a
She was
feminist.
strict and say, "Take
I'm
me."
not a feminist. I'm a bit smarter.
Okay,
Either
okay,
I'd play
these
dead.
two guys.
One. Yeah.
Okay, they see you're not dead.
It's okay.
They
No,
see
I'd
you
be like
breathing.
this, and then if not, maybe I would kind of like be very gentle and comply to find a way to get out of it.
so
If they want to come and kill me,
there's
not much that many people can
let's
do.
make an important point. You're talking about equality equaling respect. The way you get respect as a woman is by being feminine. There's nothing. We can be equal and very, very different. I'm not saying that there's not equality, but you've confused equality with the same. You can be equal with
Equity.
completely different things. You can have a bishop and a
Yeah,
knight
because
on a
first she
chess.
said women going to war, give me a gun, and then she said, I'm gonna play dead. Like she, I don't know, she's all over the place.
They're equal in terms of points, but they do different things, right? A woman can have equal respect to a man if she is very good at being a woman, and a man gets respect for being very good at being a man. When a woman decides she wants to act like a man, or a man wants to act like a woman, that's where all gets fucked up. We try and pretend it's all the
Yes.
same. It's not the same. Men and women are good at different things. We have different strengths, different weaknesses. There's nothing wrong with accepting that. There's nothing wrong with saying, I'm a woman, I'm good at X, he's a man, he's good at Y. Then we work together as a team, we have a beautiful family, we're happy forever. It's only confused where you have women who sit and go, no, because in the name of equality, we can fight in war. There's no fucking women on the
messing
front
up
line of
the
Ukraine. That is
equality
psyop
part.
bullshit. They put some chick there dancing around doing Pokemon dances to try and convince men to go
Yeah,
fucking die in a
Rizzo.
ditch. It's garbage. If you go to the front line of Ukraine right now, you do not see women in their makeup and their manicures. You see fucking men in the freezing cold dying. You know where the women are? Dubai, chilling. That's where the women are. So to sit and pretend that women are just as capable physically as men is a fucking lie. It's delusion. To say that you're as strong as men is delusion. You are good at
No
other
way.
things. You're better than men at a lot of things, but it's not
I
the
wish that
physical
she could
world.
argue.
As many of you
differently.
know, I was
Like, when it comes to equality, like, to me, men and women are obviously different and good at different things, but like, it's for both to be able to be whoever they want to be. Like, for women not to have to, that they can choose over their own lives and don't have to give up everything because they have to, because they don't have rights. They cannot choose what they want to do with their life, who they're going to be with, how they're going to dress, all those things. And we cannot take that for granted, because in some places in the world, like my dad is from Iran, like I'm Persian, and what's going on in my country now, like women, they get killed for just wanting to be themselves. So I feel like they're mixing it up with equality. Equality is not like, oh, a woman can be a man and strong as him, or the other way around. Like, equality is that you can be who you want to be, and that's what we have the luxury in the West. People take this for granted. Like, some of you guys in the comments are saying all these things, but you don't see that you're benefiting from a Western society, that you have the freedom of speech, that you can dress how you want, think for yourself, and have the choices that you have in your everyday life. Go outside. Like, again, like, I'm half Norwegian, half Persian, so like, on my Norwegian side, like, my mom, she can trace back to the Vikings, and the Vikings, like, women could enjoy that freedom, but still the man and the woman, even back then, like, had different tasks. And like the Persian Empire, my dad's from Iran, and during the Persian Empire, like, women had the freedom to own business, to travel alone wherever they wanted to, and just those things. So it do exist in history that equality existed, but also history is written majority by men and they writing about men. So it's a lot that they don't teach us that are in the history and that we don't know about, unfortunately. But yeah, men have ruled the world and they are writing about it. And they have definitely had, like, when it comes to war and stuff like that, they are in the battlefield and stuff like that. So I feel like people are mixing it up with equality and thinking that, again, to me, it is not that, oh, the men are fighting in Ukraine, so if we have equality, women should do that too. No, like, men are stronger. That's what they gotta do, and women are differently genetic and do different things, but just the freedom of being yourself, choose over your own life, we take that for granted. In certain parts of the world, you get killed if you just want to be you. You cannot decide over your own life, and it's happening right now today. So yeah, I'm not gonna ramble. I think I've been talking all over the place. It was a lot that I wanted to say, but I also wanted to listen. I feel like the debate, it just was a lot of just like talking, preaching, without like argument about a certain subject. But it's still entertaining though. Please share your opinion down below in the comments if you have one. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and hopefully I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.